basically banned on every streaming platform, so because of that, he has no real way of making any decent money. A lot of people have been asking how his family are reacting to his antics.
My family disowned me. My dad told me, "You caused the whole world stress. I'm ashamed to be your father."
My parents are more pissed than anybody else on the internet. I'm telling you that right now. They're like, my dad's like, why the are you going to Japan and with these people? Why are you going to Korea and with these people? Why are you doing this? Like,
what do you tell them when they ask you that?
What are you as a parent going to do about that? Like, he's a grown-ass man. They can't just like walk into his room and unplug the Ethernet cable, right? Like there are just some things that you as a parent don't have control over.
Johnny Somali is completely ruined, and right now he is begging for financial help. A recent report says that Johnny Somali allegedly even asked his family for help, but they totally refused. As you know, Johnny Somali is now on the verge of his next trial, coming up next month, which will be his last attempt before he possibly goes to jail and faces the final sentence. All the witnesses will appear and the trial will last 3 hours. Right now, Johnny Somali is desperate for money before the trial.
He is now a burden to Hank and Hank's family, because Hank thinks it's a good idea to continue to pay for him, even though it's destroying his life as well, because he's being supported by his family.
As he has not streamed for 2 to 3 months. Neither his fans nor followers are giving him money like before. Hank Yu is also in a lot of trouble. At this point, Johnny Somali has nothing left, despite anyone's help, and the news has made things even worse. So let's keep watching to see what actually happens with Johnny Somali and what the latest updates say. So recently, as this report is also coming in, I will told you and described it later, but even before that, many creators had already revealed that Johnny Somali's latest condition is actually not good. His family is not supporting him, and Hank Yu is also being pressured by his family, as Hank Yu has no chance of getting the money back from Johnny Somali. As you know, Hank actually gave that money to Johnny Somali. He was stole those money.
I stole $30,000 that my grandparents actually gave to my dad to like take care of me. I stole $30,000, ran away.
Now, even creators like Atozi are concerned about this situation.
Things have got so much worse for the disrespectful IRL streamer.
Because now he's basically banned on every streaming platform, so because of that, he has no real way of making any decent money. A lot of people have been asking how his family are reacting to his antics, and he's actually addressed this before he was detained in Korea.
My family disowned me. My dad told me, "You caused the whole world stress. I'm ashamed to be your father." The only thing I'm really tripping over is because my dad told me he does not want me to have kids. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go back to crashing out. Y'all don't like me anyway. I'll make a new family.
Clearly, when people poke him about this, it really strikes a nerve.
Yes, he said that. But for you to take that and make that a joke is not a game. I don't care.
Yeah, that reaction says otherwise. My guess here is he's just realized he's destroyed his life and he wants to make it as entertaining as possible for himself until he inevitably gets thrown into Korean prison.
So guys, with all of this, Johnny Somali actually deserves what is happening to him. He has been a curse for his family from the beginning. Yes, he betrayed his family when he was in Arizona, USA, and was just disgusting to them. Not only that, but even a psychiatrist in Arizona once suggested to Johnny Somali's mom that they might need to give him a laser shock treatment to figure out what was wrong with him.
I feel like I'm in a state of mania constantly. The psychiatrist in Arizona was telling my mom that they want to laser shock my head to see what the is wrong with me.
I think that was actually needed. If Johnny Somali's family had done those things at the right time, they wouldn't be facing this backlash now, seeing their criminal son ruin their name and destroy their reputation. Even Johnny Somali himself once tearfully said that his father cursed him for all the shady things he did in Japan. Since then, they have not given any financial or other support to Johnny Somali.
My parents are more pissed than anybody else on the internet. I'm telling you that right now. They're like, my dad's like, why the are you going to Japan and with these people? Why are you going to Korea and with these people? Why are you doing this? Like,
what do you tell them when they ask you that?
I don't even have an answer.
And actually, Johnny Somali was confronted even before all this. Because of the nuisance streams and live streams he did in Japan and South Korea, he lost all his relationships with his parents and relatives. That's why he now pretends to regret everything. But honestly, it looks more like a drama, just so he can try to get some financial support if his family hears it.
Live streaming is bringing more problems to my life than benefits. With socially, with my relationships with other people in life. Listen, my family to this day, they don't like me doing this live streaming shit. They think it's terrible. They think it's self-destructive, and to a point I think it is self-destructive. But
So actually, Johnny Somali is now seeing the reality. Hank Yu is unable to give him any more money. Right now, Hank Yu might even be pressuring Johnny Somali to pay back the money, or simply refusing to support him at all.
So now, Johnny essentially is homeless. He is now a burden to Hank and Hank's family because Hank thinks it's a good idea to continue to pay for him, even though it's destroying his life as well, because he's being supported by his family, and his family is threatening to cut that off because he keeps on funneling that money back to Johnny. Why would you ever destroy your own life and ruin your standing with your own family over Johnny? This is clearly someone who's only using him because he has no options left. In an interview, they actually admitted that Johnny has ran out of money and Hank is his only lifeline.
And with that, Johnny Somali has no way left to beg from his parents. But why would they even listen to his begging or his requests? This is the same son who ruined them, literally destroyed their status and reputation. By giving him money, they would only be supporting Johnny Somali's crimes and paying for his legal fees. At the end of the day, it's all Johnny Somali's fault, and he should face the consequences.
Right? Like, you can't... What are you as a parent going to do about that? Like, he's a grown-ass man. They can't just, like, walk into his room and unplug the Ethernet cable, right? Like, there are just some things that you as a parent don't have control over. I don't know his parents. I have to imagine they are probably fucking livid. They probably are so sad about this, because it's gotta suck, man. You raise a human being for 18 years, ends up like Johnny Somali. Fucking rough.
So now, Johnny Somali's father and mother should definitely cut ties with him permanently. He doesn't deserve any help. What do you guys think about that? Do you agree with me or not? Let me know. Even if they gave him support, there's no guarantee Johnny Somali would ever change or become a good person. There's literally no guarantee. Because Johnny Somali is someone who has never shown he can be good. If you remember, when Johnny Somali was asked about this, he completely denied it.
I just feel like people have spread this narrative about me that I'm so evil.
Do you think you're evil?
No, I don't think I'm evil. I don't think I'm evil.
But he probably thought that the criminal clip wasn't available to the public, where he himself admitted on camera that he wanted to be evil and even said it live to his fans.
Let me be your bastion of evil. If you want to see anarchy, if you're an anarchist and you want somebody that is going to crash out with no remorse, with no sense of self-worth, with no sense of self-preservation, I will be your man. I'm building up the Johnny Somali Pirates. This pirate gang from the beginning. And every nigga here right now is going to be a witness to what we're going to create.
Yeah, Johnny Somali, thank you for admitting yourself that you are evil. Your own clip says it as evidence. I also want to give you some advice, Johnny Somali. If you're secretly watching me as I'm exposing all the things you don't want people to know, then listen carefully. If you plead guilty to all of your crimes without any drama, the judge might show some consideration. Otherwise, you will face a much harsher punishment. You won't believe it. So, as you've seen today, Johnny Somali's financial condition is actually not good. I've already made a lot of videos before showing how he can't get a single penny from any platform. He's not streaming, his family isn't supporting him, and even Hank Yu is no longer fully on his side. So, what will happen to Johnny Somali? What do you think about all of this? Let me know.